My name is Sudie Landry, and I started at AOC in 2010. And I was having so much fun doing everything, learning everything, that before I knew it was 10 years. And so I've enjoyed every minute.
My name is Russell Cormier, and I've been producing content probably 10 years. It's close to 10 years, if not more.
My name is Patrick Dale So. I have been producing content on AOC for a long time. I did one program for 17 years.
My name is Robert G. Bienvenu Jr. I'm known as Bob, and I've been producing on AOC for 17 years.
My name is Leroy, better known as Brother J. Valat. I think I've been doing content wow, in and out of AOC back in the 90s, late 90s. So that's, I can't really tell you, but it's close to maybe 16, 17 years or something like that.
My name is Edward Gay-Goche. I have been producing, I mainly produced for a group known as Concerned Citizens for Good Government. And gee, I must have done that 7 or 8 years, it seems like. I was in that group.
My name is Cifrayan Goins, and I've been producing products on AOC for the last 30-something years.
My name is Goddess Jamila Sekhmet, and so I think we've been around since the 90s. Yeah. Dr. David Crachan was one of the earlier persons here, both he and Sister Khadijah, and they encouraged me to come and join, volunteer, and it's been a wonderful experience. So since about the 90s.
My name is Rico I started through AOC through the time of the AOC show over here to help with diabetic medical, ethical medical.
My name is Jerry DeVilliers. I wound up doing 1,652 shows that AOC ran every week. 1,652 shows.
The program I worked on was called Homegrown Television. HGTV for short. It kind of mimicked the HGTV that's already on cable, but HGTV, which stood for Homegrown Television. It gave me a platform to take homegrown reggae from the stage and bring it to television. So I could somewhat play a gig without going to a gig. I could play a gig on television because I used most of my original music content in the show, and AOC was my help. AOC gave me the platform to promote the things and the culture that I wanted to promote. It was real cool.
It's called Insight into Mental Health. I produce it along with my friend Richard Phelps. And sometimes we have Lucy Fournette with us as our director. And of course, we also have the great Jacob White, who helps us all the time, and Saeed too. I have been diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia for over 50 years, and I had an epiphany when I gave my life over to Jesus Christ. And I was so grateful that you could say I was reborn again, that I wanted to start this show on AOC. So I started it to help people that are hurting, because 1/4 of the population have a mental disorder.
Well, the programs I produce now is Community Defender, and that's with Brother Daryl and Brother Oscar. However, it's just Brother Daryl right now. I'm also producing the Ma Buck and Joe Show, also producing Twist on News, also co-producing Digital Soul Media.
The main one is Digital Soul Showcase. It's an R&B Southern Soul Zydeco show. It started off initially as a Zydeco we were allowed to have access to go and film different acts in the Zydeco world through different promoters and so forth, and people who put on those events. So I started out as that, and then I branched off into music videos when artists started sending me their music videos and, you know, just telling me just take what I want and show, because it was under the fair use rule that YouTube has, you know, and so I've been doing it more like that. And then I branch off into special events or live events that, and even occasionally I'll put a little controversial activist stuff, since it's a time slot I could use to show other things, you know. But mostly it's music video and entertainment.
Basically, it took on any political or educational or social or cultural questions that, you know, would seem to be at the forefront in the Lafayette, southwest Louisiana area. And we would meet on Monday nights over at Elise's Pizza House, and they have a back room where you can get crowds together, you know, and have a meeting. And we would take on just about any topic. We would especially have interviews with potential candidates who were running for election.
Well, I was doing trying to do like a talk show thing called The Q, where we would just talk about problems and things that goes on in the world, where we just sit down and don't have any conflict or nothing, just talk about things that goes on. It was just, we try to get guests to come on and talk about different things. Like we have some friends that come on and talk about things that goes on, and just talk back to each other about their different opinions about things, and just show their opinion on how they feel about things that's going on.
Our mission is to bring us to the forefront. Too many times you've seen the only type of coverage that we have gotten is either if we're being handcuffed or if we're being chased by the authorities, and we'll get that type of coverage all day long. So I just wanted to put the right side of people of color.
What meant the most to me was the ability to learn everything I could here at AOC, and then be able to encourage others to come in and join with the opportunity to have their own talk shows.
Community media matters to me because it's important to tell the story, to tell the facts, you know, whatever comes first. You know, sometimes people have a story, sometimes people have some facts they have to get out. That's why it's important.
Community media matters to me because it let people unleash things that's in their mind, so people can understand how they feel or how they see things. How it helps people to understand their vision points of what's going on.
Because it's a voice that we have. You know, we're able to speak out on topics that are near and dear to our heart in a way that expresses our concerns, not necessarily the corporate media's outlook on it or their take on the situation.